Oh, hey, bitch. JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about some Real Housewives, okay? Y'all know Real Housewives of Potomac just came back, and we did get into the review for that first episode, right? It appears that Wendy and Keirna are going to have some type of friction or whatever going on. I wasn't in agreement with Keirna and her entire breakdown with how Wendy has been handling her. She did say some things have been happening off camera, but until I really see and know what that is, I'm likely going to continue to sit on the side of Wendy Osefo, okay? Now, recently, Keirna did come down to the social media where she wanted to give additional thoughts about the matter at hand. So I want to make sure that we hop over here and check it out. So shout out to Reality Entertainment TV. Okay. And also, shout out to y'all, those people that's over there liking up the video and also subscribing to the channel. Okay. So let us go ahead and let's just get right on into it and check out what Keirna had to say.
Your relationship with Wendy today? We don't have one at the moment. So what do you think about people saying you're looking for a moment with Wendy? I don't agree, but that's what the people are saying. The people online really don't know. Here's the thing, guys. To say that there was a moment needed, I don't need a moment. I got a whole lot of story. I got a real life. I got a real business and real life. I have real things going on. I don't need a moment. I think, to be honest, it was one of those things where it was like a pile-up, you know when somebody keeps doing things and you're like, this keeps getting weird. And it's just, for me, at that point, I was like, you know what, maybe I should address it, because am I missing something? So yeah, that's kind of what that was like. No moment needed. When you have a storyline, you don't have to make up moments. I think it was time somebody, she's been, listen, you know what, one of the things I want to say is that I actually came into this group really, really liking Wendy, and for me, it was more so, this conversation was more so about, like, am I missing something in our dynamic, that I felt like it was a consistent thing, and I didn't want to show up and feel a certain kind of way about Wendy, and I wasn't sure, like, if this is just her personality and she's socially awkward, or if she feels away, because I felt that there was just a major disconnect between us. It's a real issue. Guys, so stay tuned, because I want you guys to see a little bit more of me and Wendy unfolding, because tonight's episode was kind of like me stating my piece, and I think you're going to hear a little bit more about Wendy's feelings very soon. But for the most part, once I say how I feel about something, I'm pretty much done with it after that. Do you feel like, do I feel like Wendy gaslights? I feel like she likes to avoid issues by playing innocent and spinning what happened with a fake positivity. Oh, I 100,000% agree with you. I absolutely agree with that. And it's a consistent thing to try to act like, oh my God, I don't have an issue, you have an issue. It's like, okay, but where did the issue come from then? Where are we coming from with the issue then? How is your relationship with Wendy today?
All right, so y'all just heard what Keirna had to say. She's confirming that there is no relationship. So after the season has been completely filmed and wrapped, they not cool. And it's really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. I would like to see more, to see exactly how Wendy is feeling about the situation. If she was acting like funny intentionally towards Keirna. As I said in my review, I just really feel like Keirna wanted a closer relationship with Wendy than what Wendy may have been willing to give, right? It could be that Wendy is socially awkward. It also could be that she got a lot going on in her damn life. Okay, so she about don't have time to, be all close with you how you may want her to. But that's really what it's giving. It's giving Keirna wants to be much closer to Wendy in friendship than what they actually are. All right. And what is the real reason as to why Wendy is preventing that? Right? Is she doing it intentionally? Is she not thinking about it because she got so many other things that are on her mind? Looking forward to seeing how all of this plays out, right? And as we speak on Keirna, one thing I do want us to get into is when she ended up having, there's a sneak peek that I'm going to play just the audio. And in this sneak peek, Keirna is starting to explain to some of the ladies what her issue is with Wendy and stuff like that. Well, Angel kind of hops in and has her own little 2 cents, and Keirna don't really like that too much, all right? So let us go ahead and just listen to what they all have to say.
Ashley told me that she went to your event and that it was amazing.
Yes.
I'm excited about Angel's party that we just got an invitation to. Do you know anything about it? Like, what are we wearing?
Angel's a very, like, tranquility kind of person.
Okay, so yoga?
I'm thinking, like, yoga been making cute.
Have you talked to her since Ashley's event?
I have talked to her. She came to my event that Saturday to support me.
That's right, she did.
A couple of days ago, I had an event at my spa. A little talks, a little caviar.
So at this event in this one room, I do believe it's Ashley, is also Angel in here, and I believe it's this other person, Stacy.
I started downloading the girls on everything.
No, not Stacy, but the new lady that we meet, that's Giselle's friend, that's from London. I can't think of her name at this time, but all of those ladies are back at Keirna's event, and that's where she's going to open up and talk more about Wendy.
That happened with me and Wendy. A few months ago, she calls me on the phone. So I said, oh, okay, are you going to the NAACP awards? She says, oh, I don't know if I'm going yet because, you know, she did say her kids were sick. We get to the awards later that evening. Literally, the very first thing she says to me is, oh, hey, oh my God, did you do your own makeup?
What does that mean?
You heard what I said.
Girl, you know what that means.
Ashley told me that she went to your event and that it was amazing.
Yes.
I'm excited about Angel's party that we just got an invitation.
Out of nowhere, Angel starts defending Wendy.
Did you ask her how her kid was doing?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So
And
it's
clearly
not-
the child's well enough for you to be here in LA.
I mean,
So-
let's just, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Come on,
please,
Angel. We
stop.
don't know that. We don't know that. Just because Wendy decided to fly out to LA when her child may not have been feeling well, maybe the daddy was there to take care of the baby, maybe her mom came in town. You don't know what that lady position was with her child. Shout out to Angel for this, because when Angel we first got introduced to her on the episode 1, you know, she was I personally felt throwing shade at Wendy when she said she's several years older than me. And for me, when I hear several, I'm thinking like 7, to be honest. I'm thinking like that many years. I can see if she said a few years older than her, because Wendy was getting ready to graduate college and she was about to come into college. And it's like, girl, y'all not that far apart. Like, come on now. Right? But I appreciate her in this moment not being a yes friend to Keirna and just going along because you feel away. I'm just gonna go along with this or whatever the case is. Like, no, ask some questions. Like, you over here worried about whether she speaks to you, but did you ask her about her child and how her child is doing? Oh, okay. Listen, I can appreciate a friend like that. Let's keep going.
Angel, if that's what you want to do, I'm just going to say okay, but...
All I'm saying is not to judge what she may have had going on with kids.
I was confused. Are you on my side or Wendy's? Aren't you my friend of 20 years?
Girl.
Okay, wait. So Angel was defending Wendy?
She had kind of chimed in on the mama bear part. We had to do a little chin checking on that for 2 seconds at the event.
Not the chin check. Chin check is really like, I had to get you together in a physical way. I didn't know that we did that to friends.
Chin check physical? I disagree. Chin checking does not have to be physical, but it's just a conversation. Like, let me just check you real quick. You're wrong on this. Like, what?
I don't know.
All right, y'all. So you just pretty much heard everything. Like I said, child, I'm with Angel, but y'all let me know how y'all feel. I feel like a lot of people haven't really been seeing it for Wendy, probably from the beginning. Okay, but some of you guys got like a bad taste in your mouth when it came down to the Nneka situation. And to me, I feel like these two situations are completely different in my personal, and we'll see exactly how things are going to age, you know, throughout the episode, because Wendy could be proven to be in the wrong about something, but right now I'm not necessarily seeing that. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Miss Keirna, but y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. All right, there's another thing I want us to get into before we get up out of here, and that is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, real quick, y'all know Brittany Eady was a part of this previous season of Real Housewives, right? Up in a big old uproar. She had a lot of fans that were not in support of her, didn't like her. It was a lot going on, okay? She did not show up to the reunion, but decided to post her reunion look after the fact. It was just like some humbug, okay? She, you know, it was stated that she filed a lawsuit against Bravo, only to find out she didn't technically file a lawsuit, but it was really like a situation of, listen, if y'all show me in a bad light, I'm going to move forward with this lawsuit. I did file a little something, a little summons or whatever it was, but I'm not moving forward with the lawsuit yet, but it can still happen based on how this reunion goes, right? Being that I'm not there. So it was like she kind of like probably sent like a little piece of a thread over there is what it seems like to me. But she is now over on her social media, on her Instagram. She went live with her husband where she talks about why she didn't attend the reunion and why she's glad she left the show. And she also has some real interesting things to say about Shamea. I don't really like that, you know, but I mean, obviously they still beefing. And I mean, I wish I would have saw it play out on the show just a little piece. Some of y'all probably don't care if it plays out on the show or whatever because y'all wanted her gone anyway. But let's just hear what it is she had to say about Shamea, honey. Let's get into it.
My life with my husband, because you know I was on a show about wives, and a lot of them bitches was not. So
none of them was, honestly.
No, not for real. And I'm very happy to say that not being on there, I'm very at peace. I'm very at peace. So that's what I can say. Why did you sit out of the reunion? I mean, to be honest, what more was there for me to get for the reunion? I kept it a buck. I spoke how it was. There was no questions that I did not answer for the whole season. And what more would you want from me?
Right.
I said everything.
Babe, tell the truth. You were supposed to go up there and listen to a bunch of bullshit.
I'm supposed to go to
made up ass
and listen
bullshit
to a bunch of made up shit.
about nothing. For no reason.
No.
Fuck my life.
It was bullshit.
Right.
So, and guess what? At the end of the day, me going to the reunion would have been me giving everybody what exactly they wanted and not what was real. And what was real was I kept it a buck.
You would have ate. I would have loved to see you, but I felt like they
would have made me a target for what?
Exactly.
So I can
no
appease.
That is stupid.
This is dumb.
We call you what you want. Are you good?
Are you good? No, I don't with that bitch.
Right. Next call.
Shout out to her porn series online. Make sure you guys go check out Shamea doing her porn. You feel me? She had a lot to say about me, but y'all ain't never see me get f***ed on camera. That's what we do know. And that ain't allegedly. That's online. And I seen it with my own two eyes. As a wife. She was a wife getting f***ed on camera. Okay? So, yeah. Y'all don't ask me more about Shamea, because I'm going to rip the whole lid off that.
Next caller. That's what I just said.
Yeah, f*** that bitch. And that's why y'all don't like me, because I'm too real for this. And that's why I'm out of here.
Brit, Miss Mimosa.
Yeah, make sure y'all go check out Shamea on her series. Getting
what was that?
Absolutely.
I saw that shit.
Yeah.
And she a wife.
Yeah,
that's
she did that shit in 2019, 2020.
Brit,
and you that's supposed to help further your career. Okay. But at the end of the day, there was no taking Porsha out. Porsha was cool. She was a good person, and Shamea was a hating bitch. So that's all that was.
About to Google that. Oh, yeah.
Please Google it. Please Google it. It's all over Twitter.
It's AI. Stop lying.
I'm lying.
It's AI. Yeah,
go
whatever
look it
you
up.
think.
Yeah, I don't care. Look, I'm not there no more, so I really don't give a what you guys think.
Sure,
she got to live with that.
Cake is whack. You are so fucking pretty.
What would I need to lie on Shamea for? She's living her bestest life, right?
We're not here to talk about Shamea.
Yeah,
no one cares.
Nobody cares. How did you realize the pics weren't you? Oh man, I can't wait till you guys.
I can't wait till story time.
I can't wait for story time.
Right.
No, I'm never coming back. It's over for these.
It's over. It's over.
Over. It's over.
Wow.
Exactly. That's why that motherfucking reunion was so boring, because ain't what's going on. But aren't you guys glad that it's over?
Man.
It's over. Living my life with my husband, because, you know, I was on a show about wives.
Well, y'all just heard what Miss Eady had to say, honey. I doubt Shamea responds to this in my personal. She might, who knows, maybe in a sit-down interview or something. But, I mean, I am wondering about this, you know, tape that's supposedly out there when it comes to Shamea. And, you know, Brittany is saying that she was a whole married woman at the time. So I'm wondering if this is from her previous relationship with that husband. Maybe it was him and her and they put it on camera. I don't know. This is me just asking a question and just wondering, right? And then maybe somehow it ended up, you know, getting exposed from him or something. I don't know if he did it or not, right? But that was a husband that she was with that she said, you know, was abusive to her. So I do question and wonder. However, it ain't none of my business. I'm just letting you guys know what Miss Eady had to say about Miss Shamea. Okay, y'all can leave your thoughts and comments down below about all of this that we just discussed on today. I am JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, okay? Like and hype, honey. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can catch me on Instagram at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym.